Stop your worms from escaping. The simple fix to save your plant roots: if your worms are climbing out of your soil and escaping your containers, it's not random behavior. It's a warning signal. Most gardeners assume worms just wander off, but in reality, they leave when the soil environment becomes unstable, low in oxygen, or chemically stressful. And when worms leave, your soil structure and plant health quietly collapse behind them. That's the part people miss. Worms are not just soil inhabitants. They are indicators of whether your root zone is healthy enough to support life. When they start escaping, it usually means compaction is building, moisture is inconsistent, or pH and salt levels are drifting out of balance. And once that happens, plant roots suffer next. Before we go deeper, one tool I use regularly in container and raised bed systems is a 4-in-1 soil moisture meter that measures moisture, pH, temperature, and light intensity. In most cases where worms escape, I've found the soil is either too dry at the top while soggy at the bottom, or the pH has shifted into a range they simply avoid. I'll leave the exact one I use in the description if you want to check it out. It helps you catch these invisible problems before they damage your root system. Now let's break down what's actually going wrong underground. Most gardeners think worms escaping is normal after heavy rain or disturbance. That's only partially true. In a stable system, worms stay put even during changing conditions because the soil structure gives them oxygen pockets, organic matter, and consistent moisture. When that balance breaks, they leave. I've tested this in raised beds, compost-amended containers, and even vermicompost setups, and the pattern is always the same. Worms don't leave healthy systems. They leave stressed systems. And once they leave, the soil loses one of its most important engineers. Because worms are not just moving through soil. They are constantly aerating it, breaking down organic matter, and creating channels that roots use for expansion. Without them, soil becomes denser, water movement slows, and root growth becomes restricted over time. So if your worms are escaping, your plants are already losing support below the surface. The most common cause is moisture imbalance. This is the first thing I always check. If the top layer of soil dries out too quickly while the bottom remains wet, worms are forced into unstable zones. They either suffocate or dry out depending on where they move. In container trials I've done, even a 20% inconsistency in moisture distribution was enough to trigger worm migration. That's why surface watering alone often fails in deeper pots. The top looks fine, but the lower root zone becomes a different environment entirely. This is where measurement matters more than guesswork. The next major cause is oxygen loss in the root zone. When soil becomes compacted or overwatered, oxygen levels drop. Worms are extremely sensitive to this. If they cannot breathe, they move upward and eventually out of the system. This often happens when gardeners overwater thinking they are helping plants, especially in heavy potting mixes that lack structure. I've seen this repeatedly in container tomatoes and pepper setups where watering schedules were too frequent but not deep enough to allow proper drainage recovery. And then there is the silent problem most people ignore. Salt buildup. Every time you use fertilizer, small amounts of salts accumulate in the soil. Over time, this creates an environment that worms actively avoid. Even if plants still survive, the biological system underneath becomes stressed. This is where people misread the situation. Plants might still grow, but the soil life is already declining. Now here's the simple fix that changes everything. The first step is restoring balance in moisture, not just adding water. I always water deeply until the entire root zone is evenly moist, not just the surface. In containers, this usually means slow watering until you see slight drainage at the bottom, then allowing the system to rest. Next is improving structure. I add organic matter like well-finished compost or worm castings at a thin layer on top, usually about ½ an inch. This improves surface stability and gives worms a reason to stay near the root zone where conditions are safer. But the most important step is timing. You don't fix worm escape problems with one action. You stabilize the environment over several days so conditions stop fluctuating. In most of my systems, worms return within a week once moisture and structure stabilize. And here's something most gardeners don't expect. When worms return, plant performance improves almost immediately. Root expansion becomes easier, water retention stabilizes, and nutrient cycling becomes more efficient without adding extra fertilizer. That's why worms are not just beneficial. They are part of the system that makes everything else work. The mistake I see repeatedly: gardeners try to solve worm escape by adding more worms or buying new compost. That never works if the soil conditions are still wrong. New worms will escape just like the old ones. The environment has to be fixed first. The same principle applies in hydroponic systems too. Even though hydroponics doesn't use soil, the idea of root zone stability still applies. Any system where roots are stressed by inconsistent moisture, oxygen, or nutrient balance will show failure over time. The medium changes, but the principle doesn't. Healthy roots always depend on stable conditions. So before you assume your soil is bad or your worms are disappearing for no reason, understand this clearly. Worms are not leaving you. They are reacting to the environment you created. If you fix that environment, they come back, and when they do, your entire system improves from the root level upward. If this helped you, subscribe to Farmogic and share it with another gardener struggling with soil problems. Because once you understand what worms are telling you, you stop guessing and start managing your soil like a living system instead of a container of dirt.